Okay, hello, good evening. How are you? Thank you for coming in time. Rosa, Sandra, thank you for coming. Okay, we are about to begin the class. We are going to wait a little bit and we are going to begin with the class. Just let me look for the information. And yesterday we didn't have a homework, so we are going to begin right now. Let's see. Okay, thank you for coming, Sandra. Thank you for coming, Noe.
Hey, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. How
Good
are you, Noe?
evening.
Good evening, Sandra.
I'm fine, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Ready
Oh,
for the
very
class,
nice.
right?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yesterday we didn't have a homework, so we were able to rest of homeworks and everything. So what we are going to do right now is just to review yesterday's topic, okay? Vamos a revisar el tema de ayer. We were talking about what yesterday?
Verb.
Do you remember?
Use the modal verb.
Modal verbs,
Modals
exactly.
and adverbs.
Modals and adverbs, exactly, for possibility, right? For possibility.
Yes.
So we are going to review a little bit of that right now. Thank you for being on time. And we are going to keep on practicing, okay? Because tomorrow is the last day for classes for this week, okay? You see, it's really fast. And the next week will be the last week of this module, okay? So it's really fast. Don't have to worry about that because we almost finished. Yesterday, we were talking about emojis and also emotions, right? Like I am bored, I love it, I am not amused, great job, that's awful, just kidding. And we were talking about body language, right? Like, for example, if someone is scratching her head, what is she doing? Probably she is confused, right? Probably she is confused. If someone is biting her nails, probably she's nervous, right? So we were talking about this body language. We did this exercise also, and we practiced conversation. Remember that yesterday we were trying to imitate the conversation. So remember, when we are going to practice a conversation, we will try to imitate the way they speak, right? And these are some examples about modals and adverbs that we had from yesterday. This information is the one that you have in the platform about modals and adverbs. It's like a possibility and a strong possibility. So we have modals like it, might, may, mean, might, may, could, must, and adverbs like maybe, perhaps, possibly, probably, and definitely. So let's see if you remember. Thank you for coming, Sandra, Maria, Jose Ramirez, Jaime Reyes, Carla Merino, Eric Cardoza, and Jaime Hernandez is trying to connect right now. So let's see, what is the meaning of might and may? Who remembers that? What is the meaning of might and may? The meaning in Spanish.
May, podría.
And might and might?
Puede ser. ¿Puede qué?
Puede ser, podría also. What is the difference between might and may?
May is
May
is permission.
May is for permission. Yes, for permission. Also, may is very formal, right? May I help you? May I assist you? May I go out? Right? It's really formal. So it's we normally when we are talking with friends or with family members or with normally, right, daily in our daily life, we don't use may that often because it's really polite and it's really like a kind of old-fashioned probably, but that's the reason why that is the main difference between may and might. But both of them can be podría, right? And could also is the past of can, right? But it's podría also. And what is the meaning of maybe? What is the meaning of maybe?
Tal vez.
Tal vez, exactly. Thank you, Carla. So maybe is tal vez and perhaps is a synonym, right? Maybe, perhaps, possibly, and probably, they are synonyms also, right? So they are adverbs and they are synonyms, possibly and probably. And we have also must. What is the meaning of must?
Deber,
Debería o deber.
debería.
Debe, right? Debe. It must.
Debe.
It must be like that. Debe ser así. Debe de ser así. Debería is should, ¿verdad? Should. Definitely. What is the meaning of definitely?
Definitivamente.
Definitivamente, right? So the difference is that must is a modal and definitely is an adverb. Very good. Let's see. And this is like extra information, right? The position is really important. Yesterday, we also wrote some information about modals, right? Like I will probably go to work tomorrow. Maybe I will work this week. Could you move the car? Tomorrow it might rain, right? This is the indication. And these are more examples for you. Vamos a hablar con más ejemplos acerca de los modals and adverbs. For example, modals and adverbs of certainty. We can use the modals might, made, could, must, and the adverbs maybe, perhaps, possibly, and probably, and definitely to express how sure we are about the meaning of signs and gestures or any other situation, not only for gestures, right? For example, maybe it means he doesn't understand you, like the conversations that we were practicing yesterday, right? Or that must mean it's perfect. So that must mean it's perfect. Eso debe significar que es perfecto, ¿verdad? It is perfect. This is like some formulas for you to use the modals. For example, it is the subject, the modal, and the verb, which is mean, and the complement. For example, it says it might or may mean she can hear you. It could mean he doesn't know, or that must mean be quiet. Adverbs. Maybe and perhaps can be at the beginning, right? Not all the time, but we can use it at the beginning. Maybe it means come here. Perhaps it means come here, right? It possibly or probably means call me, or that definitely means you're crazy. So that will be the position, right? Subject, adverb, the verb, and complement. Or subject, modal, the main verb, and complement. It's really easy if we try to use these kind of formulas. So that is the pattern, right? Remember that after a modal, we have a base verb. La forma base del verbo. Siempre va a ir como en presente o sería en infinitivo, ¿verdad? Siempre. For example, we might go to the party tomorrow night. So we are not going to transform this verb go in ing or in the past, never, because we have a modal here. The same will happen with could, right? She could decide to join us. So the modal will always come before the base form of the verb, the main verb, right? We might go to the party tomorrow. What is the meaning of that? Podríamos ir a la fiesta mañana en la noche, ¿verdad? She could decide to join us. Ella podría decidir unírsenos. Function. We use these models to describe a possible action. Because of the uncertainty, these models are often used to talk about the future, though sometimes we want to express possibility in the present. So normally we are going to use them in the future normally, but sometimes we don't know things that are happening right now, right? For example, I may go traveling next year. future possibility, next year, right? Or my kids might be in the car. Present possibility, my kids might be in the car. Examples. Let's see, Maria Sigüenza, can you read these examples, please?
Okay. They might attend the hour ceremony tomorrow night. He could call you back tonight. We could choose a new color of paint for the bedroom. I may join for you if finished early. The result of the study may shed some light on the condition.
Very good. The results of the study may shed some light on this condition. Very good. Perfect. So as you can see, these are some examples how to use modal verbs in different situations, right? Modal and the verb in the base form, right? Modal and the verb, modal and the verb is always in the base form. That is what I was mentioning before. May, might, and could are used for possibility. There is no difference in meaning except formality. May is quite formal. You might see it in formal writing. May is quite common in speaking and writing in British English. Could is also used for past ability. He could finish his project tonight. He could swim when he was a child. The first one is a possibility. The second one is possibility, okay? Okay, questions about modals and adverbs. Preguntas acerca de los modals y los adverbs, los adverbios. Questions? This is just a review, right, from yesterday. No questions? Okay, perfect. Now we are going to practice the pronunciation, right? Pronunciation. That's why I recommended yesterday for you to imitate. Por eso les dije ya que tratarán de imitar las conversaciones. For example, when we try to show certainty, the intonation changes. For example, we can say definitely, definitely, absolutely. So you see, it falls the intonation at the end, definitely, absolutely. But when we are not sure about something, the intonation changes. Probably, so it changes, right? Probably, maybe, right? Maybe. So we can change the intonation. So we can say, let's see. Yes, this is just a practice, right? Pronunciation. And I guess that we can listen to it. Creo que la podemos escuchar. Let me see here if I find it. Oh, I guess that you have it in the platform, right? Esa la tienen en la plataforma, ¿verdad? La intonation.
Yes, we
Okay.
have.
Okay, perfect. Let me see here just to make sure. Yes, it's here. Let me see.
Means
Are you able to listen?
certain.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So
Pronunciation.
let me see here. Okay.
Page 94. Exercise 5. Pronunciation. Pitch. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how pitch is used to express certainty or doubt. Do you think her gesture means no? Certain.
Definitely.
Uncertain.
Probably.
Do you understand what her gesture means? Certain.
Absolutely.
Uncertain.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see if you check the intonation. The pitch is like, the meaning of pitch is like tono, ¿verdad? El tono, the pitch of your voice. So let's see, Eric Cardosa, are you there, Eric?
Of course.
Of course, perfect. So how do you pronounce the certain examples? Can you pronounce them with the correct pitch?
I guess
Okay, try please.
the first one is definitely, probably, absolutely, and maybe.
Okay, but now with the correct pitch.
Definitely.
No,
No.
definitely, definitely.
Ah, okay.
Okay, repeat,
Definitely.
definitely,
Definitely.
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 Exactly. So you put a little bit of stress at the beginning, right? Definitely. Very good. Next one.
Probably.
Probably. Very good. Probably. Next one.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Perfect. Next one.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, we are going to listen to it again and I will ask another person. Vamos a escuchar otra vez because this can seem simple. Esto puede ser simple, but it might help you in the future, right? Tal vez les va a servir en el futuro for pronunciation. Let's see.
Or doubt. Do you think her gesture means no? Certain. Page 94. Exercise 5. Pronunciation. Pitch. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how pitch is used to express certainty or doubt. Do you think her gesture means no? Certain.
Definitely.
Uncertain.
Probably.
Do you understand what her gesture means? Certain.
Absolutely.
Uncertain.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see another person. Let's see Sandra. Are you there, Sandra?
Yes.
Okay, now try to pronounce the 4 words with the correct pitch as it is shown in the image, please.
Definitely. Probably. Absolutely. Maybe.
Maybe. Very good.
Maybe.
Maybe. Very good. Perfect. Let's see another one. Aisa, are you there, Aisa? No? No Aisa for today? Okay, let's see. No, Sandra Cecilia already. Jaime Hernandez, are you there, Jaime? Jaime Hernandez? Are you there? No Jaime for today also? Okay, let's see. Juan Linares, are you there, Juan Linares?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, now try to pronounce the 4 words with the correct pitch, please.
Okay. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. And then?
Absolutely.
Maybe, right? Okay, perfect.
Maybe.
I will ask you one question and then you will answer with definitely, probably, absolutely, or maybe. Let's see. Jose Ramirez, are you going to work tomorrow?
Definitely.
Definitely, perfect. Let's see. Now, Jose Ramirez, ask another question to one of your classmates, like, are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to have breakfast? Different things, right? And they will answer with definitely, probably, absolutely, or maybe. You're on mute.
Noé Vázquez.
Noé Vasquez. Okay, Noé. Ask the question to Noé.
Hi, Noé. Do you work the next weekend?
Mhm.
Actually,
Sorry?
what is your question?
Repeat the question, please.
Do you work the next weekend?
Definitely.
Definitely, right? Definitely. Very good. It's difficult to pronounce that word, right? Definitely. 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 You don't say definitely, no. Definitely, probably. Yeah, definitely. You can say definitely, or you can say definitely. 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 Right? Definitely. Perfect. Noé, ask another question to someone else. The last one.
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez, you're going to ask him back?
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Noé.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening. Good. Hi, Jose Ramirez. And you work tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Very good. Perfect. Let's see. One more question for Carla Merino. Are you there, Carla?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Are you going to have classes tomorrow?
Definitely.
Definitely. Perfect. Definitely. Maria Sigüenza, are you going to work tomorrow?
Definitely.
Definitely. Perfect. Let's see. Jaime Reyes, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Jaime Reyes. Are you going to go to the beach tomorrow?
Maybe.
Maybe, right? Maybe. We don't know, right? We don't know. Maybe. Very good. Perfect. So that is the intonation, right? Definitely, absolutely, probably, or maybe. These are kind of complicated words, but they are very useful, okay? Very useful. Perfect. Now, we already reviewed the modals and also the adverbs, and you said that you didn't have any questions. So I will have homework for tomorrow. We are going to read, I will read this, right? This is an example. Things I'll change. You can use this as an example, okay? But if you want to, you can use it in the future because in the future is easier. En el futuro, si lo usan de manera futura, es más fácil. I want you to think about something that you would like to change in next year, for example, right? Probably change your job, or probably not change your job, or probably rest more, right? Spend more time with your family, and try to use modals and also adverbs, right? Might, could, because we don't know what you are going to change. We are not sure. These are just plans, right? So the year is ending and you have some objectives, let's say, and you are going to use modals of uncertainty and adverbs, okay? Maybe, perhaps, and this is an example. This example is about the past, right? It's talking about the past. Things that I would change. This is talking about the last year, right? And it says, if I have to relive last year, I will definitely exercise more. I definitely will watch as much TV and will probably work out at the gym more. I will try to stop snacking so much, but probably I wouldn't give up ice cream because it's my favorite snack. If I exercise more and I ate less junk food, I will lose some weight. I'd probably feel a lot healthier too. So this is a person that is trying to change things from last year. But now I want you to think about something that you would like to change next year. So probably next year I will change my job. Definitely I will go to the gym because I need to lose weight and live healthier. Definitely I will eat healthier, right? And probably I will travel more with my family. Probably I will have to do that. So I want you to use this as an example. You can use it in the future if you want to, because that will be easier for you. Okay? Questions about tomorrow's homework? Tomorrow's assignment?
No, teacher, no questions.
No questions. Okay, Rosa Esmeralda, are you there? No Rosa Esmeralda for today also? Okay. Sandra Cecilia, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. What are we going to do tomorrow, Sandra, as a homework?
Right about one thing that we want to change
Yes,
for the next year.
Exactly. So I'm going to write an example here, okay? Write things that you want to change for next year. Okay, we're going to do an example, all of us, okay? So next year, you can start like that, right? Next year, probably, tell me something that you would like to change. Somebody, please help me. Probably, I will. What can we change for next year? Tell me.
Eat healthy.
Okay, probably I will eat healthier. I'll definitely. I'll definitely.
We leave the junk food.
Okay, I'll definitely leave the junk food. Leave the junk food. Or I can say I definitely stop. I will definitely stop eating, right? I will definitely stop eating. What else can we think about next year? Eat junk food. I will probably maybe. What can we do next year also?
I can travel.
Travel? Okay, maybe I will travel more with my family or with my friends, right? And my friends. Also, I could, what else? I could. What else would you like to do next year? ¿Qué cosa más, qué más le gustaría hacer el otro año? To change.
Change my work, my job.
Okay. Also, I could change my job, right? I could change my job and rest more, right? Descansar más. Y la última, let's see, as a conclusion, let's see. What else can we use? Let's see, another adverb or another modal. Might, right? Might is another one. So I might watch more movies, right? In English, right? In English than in Spanish. Okay, perfect. So that is something, practice another hobby or practice more English, right? That is something that you can write, okay? something that you would like to change for next year. So we are using here probably, definitely, maybe, I could. We are using here a model. And yeah, that's it. Actually, we are using a lot of words, right, that we have learned. So you can use this example. I will send you this example to the group, okay? So you can take it as an example. And these are some examples like with maybe, right? Maybe, possibly, definitely, probably, right? Maybe today it will rain at night. Possibly my husband will go to the doctor tomorrow. I will definitely sleep tonight. Probably my mother will cook spaghetti tomorrow and I will probably sleep at night. Remember that definitely if we use will, we need to write I will and then definitely, okay? Or the adverb after will, right? Not before will, after will. Okay, these are adverbs of certainty. Well, actually, this is just a review about the adverbs. Let me see here. Really fast, we are going to review this. Maybe and perhaps usually come at the beginning of the clause. So if you are going to use maybe and perhaps, you can use it at the beginning of a sentence. This is a recommendation for you to practice in the homework, right? It says other adverbs of possibility usually come in front of the main verb. He is certainly coming to the party. Will they definitely be there? We will possibly come to England next year, okay? So if you are going to use adverbs of possibility, check that is next to the main verb. Certainly coming, possibly come, right? Or after the present simple or past simple of be. They are definitely at home. She was obviously very surprised. And obviously and possibly can also be at the beginning. Obviously, she was very surprised. Possibly, we will come to England next year. So possibly is another adverb, right? In obviously is another adverb of certainty. So these are just some recommendations. Now, let's see. I think that we have a listening here. Permission, obligation, and prohibition. We are going to talk about now. We are going to be using also some phrases, verbs, and modals for permission, obligation, and prohibition, okay? We are going to have a listening. Let me see if I can find it here. Yes, this is the listening. And we are going to listen, and it says, well, it is about the obligation, permission, and prohibition, okay? So we are going to listen to this part, okay?
Page 95. Exercise 9. Grammar focus. Permission, obligation, and prohibition. Permission.
You can swim here.
You're allowed to park here.
Obligation.
You have to fasten your seatbelt.
You've got to take off your shoes.
Prohibition.
You can't turn left.
Pets aren't allowed in this area.
Okay, perfect. So this is the new topic for this class. Permission, obligation, and prohibition. You can swim here. Tú puedes nadar aquí, ¿verdad? You're allowed to park here. What is the meaning of you're allowed to? ¿Qué significa you're allowed to? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of you're allowed to? Suggestions is like a synonym, right? Of can, right? You're allowed to is like you can, right? You can do it. You are allowed to. It's a synonym.
Está permitido.
Está permitido, exactly. Está permitido. So you can do that, right? It is allowed. Está permitido. You have to. What is the meaning of you have to? When I tell you, you have to what? How do you understand it?
When I must to do something.
When I must do something, right? When I must do something, yes, you have to do that because it's an obligation, right? Or you've got to take off your shoes, right? Or you have to fasten the seatbelt. And prohibition is the opposite of permission, right? You can't turn left. Pets aren't allowed in this area. Pets, mascotas, aren't allowed, no están permitidas in this area. For example, we have different images there. For example, number 1. What do you think is the number 1 symbol? How can we say, is this showing permission, prohibition, obligation? What do you think it is showing there? Number 1.
Prohibition.
Prohibition. What would be the prohibition in English? What would be like, for example, if there's a fire, you have to leave, right? You have to leave. If there is a fire, si hay un incendio, you have to leave, right? Or you have to go downstairs, right? Number 2, what do you think is showing number 2? The headset.
You have to not use, or you can't use headphones.
Headphones, very good. You can't use headphones, very good. That is a prohibition. Probably that's something that we can understand. You can't use headphones, a prohibition. Number 3, it's like throwing the garbage, right? What will be a permission, obligation, or prohibition? How do you translate that sign?
Permission. You can put the trash.
Okay, you can throw the trash in a can, right? Yeah, it can be possible. You can throw the trash in a can, or probably obligation, right? You have to throw the garbage in a can. Very good. Number 4, it's a cell phone, right? What is the meaning of that one? Number 4, it's a permission, obligation, or prohibition?
Obligation.
Obligation. What would be like a sentence for that sign?
You have to turn down your cell phone.
Very good. You have to turn down the volume of your cell phone. Very good. Perfect. You have to write obligation. For example, in movie theaters, right? And number 5, what is number 5? Like food, right? Snacks. Prohibition, right? Prohibition. What would be the sentence for number 5?
You can eat or drink in this area.
Very good. You can't eat or drink in this area, or you are not allowed to eat in this area, right? We can use both. You are not allowed, or you can't. Very good. 6 is a bicycle, and it says bicycle parking only. What is that? Is permission, obligation, or prohibition?
It's permission, teacher.
Permission, right?
Prohibition by the cars.
Prohibition for the cars, right? And permission for bicycles. Okay, give me one sentence for that sign, please. One sentence for number 6.
You're allowed to park here.
Very good. You are allowed to park here, right? If you have a bicycle, you are allowed to park here. Perfect. Number 7, it's a camera, right? What is that? Is permission, obligation, or prohibition? Number 7.
Prohibition.
Exactly, prohibition. Give me a sentence for that sign, for number 7.
You can use your camera here.
Very good. You can use your camera here. Very good. Or you can't film, right? You can't film here. Or you are not allowed to use your camera here. Perfect. And the last one, number 8, photo ID required. What is that? Permission, obligation, or prohibition?
This is obligation.
Obligation. Okay, give me one sentence for number 8.
Put your photo here.
Put your photo here, yes. Or you have to, right? Since it is an obligation, you have to show your ID. You have to show your photo ID. For example, if you go to the bank, right? Que van al banco, you have to show your photo ID, right? If you go to the bank. Perfect. Very good. So you see, it's really simple to use these verbs or these phrases for permission, obligation, and prohibition. Let's see what else do we have here. This is a video, but I guess that we will use it tomorrow. Okay, yes. Right now, we are going to finish with a permission, obligation, and prohibition. And probably we are going to listen to 3 conversations about driving, and we are going to check if it is true or false. Or probably we are going to listen to this one, right? Probably this one, yeah. So we are going to finish right now with permission, obligation, and prohibition. This is the information that you can see in the platform, right? That you can use, can or be allowed to. For example, you can park here. He is allowed to stay up late, and prohibition can't, right? Or not be allowed. He can smoke in the lobby, or they are not allowed to answer the phone in the classroom, right? An obligation, you have to, right? Or you have got to. You have to pay the rent, or he's got to pick up the trash. So you need to answer these questions, right? What can you do? What are you allowed to do? And what do you have to do? So obligation, permission, and prohibition. And also we already checked this. We already covered this part of the grammar. And we are going to use these presentations to have a review for tomorrow, okay? Now we're going just to have a listening. Let me play the listening here about these signs, okay? Let's listen to the next exercise, and we are going to practice the listening. We're going to listen to 4 conversations about driving. Number the situations they are discussing in the correct order from 1 to 4. So we have cars can be in the bus and taxi lane. Drivers must drive within the speed limit. Drivers have to turn on car headlights on mountain roads, and cars are allowed to park in this area after 6 p.m. So we need to order it, right? From 1 to 4, what is mentioned first, what is mentioned second, what is mentioned in the third, and the fourth one, right? Are you ready? Yes, right. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I will play it right now.
Page 96, Exercise 11. Listening. Road signs. Part A. Listen to 4 conversations about driving. Number the situations they are discussing in the correct order from 1 to 4. 1.
Huh. That seems strange.
What is it?
All these cars have their lights on. It's the middle of the day and the sun is shining.
Well, we are driving in the mountains, and these roads are pretty narrow. Oh, and look at that sign. It says all cars need to have their headlights on for the next 5 miles.
Oh, you're right. I guess lights can only help us in these conditions.
2.
I wonder why that traffic officer is signaling me.
Perhaps he means you're driving too fast.
No, I don't think so. The speed limit is 60 and I'm only going 55.
I wonder why there are no other cars in this lane.
What do you mean?
Well, you see how all the other cars are in the lane next to us?
You're right. I think this one is just for buses and taxis. They really should put up better signs around here.
3.
Oh no, not another parking ticket. That's the second one this week. Why did I get a ticket for parking here? I thought this was a free parking zone.
Maybe you can only park here after working hours. Is there a sign around anywhere?
Oh, you're right. There's one over there. I didn't even notice it. Looks like you can't park here till after 6 p.m.
How much is the fine?
$60. Can you believe that?
4.
That's weird. The last few cars driving toward us were flashing their lights.
I see what you mean. There's another one.
Maybe my lights are on or something. Let me check. No, they're off.
Do you think there's an accident up ahead? Maybe you'd better slow down.
Oh, now I see what's happening. There's a patrol car up ahead checking people's speed. How nice of those other drivers to let me know. Well, I'm within the speed limit.
Page 96.
Okay, do you want to listen to it again?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I will play it again. Remember that you need to just to write the correct number, right? If this is number 1, if this is number 2, number 3, or number 4, right? Remember that, okay? I will play it again. Let's listen to it. Let's see.
It's the middle of the day and the sun is...
Off your shoes. Pets are...
Page 96. Exercise 11. Listening. Road signs. Part A. Listen to 4 conversations about driving. Number the situations they are discussing in the correct order from 1 to 4. 1.
Huh. That seems strange.
What is it?
All these cars have their lights on. It's the middle of the day and the sun is shining.
Well, we are driving in the mountains, and these roads are pretty narrow. Oh, and look at that sign. It says all cars need to have their headlights on for the next 5 miles.
Oh, you're right. I guess lights can only help us in these conditions.
2.
I wonder why that traffic officer is signaling me.
Perhaps he means you're driving too fast.
No, I don't think so. The speed limit is 60 and I'm only going 55.
I wonder why there are no other cars in this lane.
What do you mean?
Well, you see how all the other cars are in the lane next to us?
You're right. I think this one is just for buses and taxis. They really should put up better signs around here.
3.
Oh no, not another parking ticket. That's the second one this week. Why did I get a ticket for parking here? I thought this was a free parking zone.
Maybe you can only park here after working hours. Is there a sign around anywhere?
Oh, you're right. There's one over there. I didn't even notice it. Looks like you can't park here till after 6 p.m.
How much is the fine?
$60. Can you believe that?
4.
That's weird. The last few cars driving toward us were flashing their lights.
I see what you mean. There's another one.
Maybe my lights are on or something. Let me check. No, they're off.
Do you think there's an accident up ahead? Maybe you'd better slow down.
Oh, now I see what's happening. There's a patrol car up ahead checking people's speed. How nice of those other drivers to let me know. Well, I'm within the speed limit.
Okay, did you identify the order for the conversations?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what is number 1 of what, which was a conversation number 1? Which one of these ones? Like cars can be in the bus and taxi lane? Is that number 1?
No.
No, which one is
Drives
number one?
have to turn on car headline on mountain road.
Very good. Number one is drivers have to turn on car headlights on mountain roads. Very good. Perfect. What is number two?
Driver must drive within the speed limit.
Drivers must drive within the speed limit. Is that correct?
No.
No. What is number four?
Traffic light.
Four.
No, I'm sorry, number two. Sorry.
Two.
Uh-huh.
Cars can be in the bus and taxi line.
Cars can be in the bus and taxi lane. Perfect. Number three. What is number three?
Cars are allowed to park on this area after 6 p.m.
Exactly. Cars are allowed to park in this area after 6 p.m. Perfect. And the last one, number four.
Drivers must drive with the speed limit.
Very good. Drivers must drive within the speed limit. So those were the orders of the conversations. Perfect, perfect. Now we are going to finish the class. Let's see. This is another listening. This is another listening. This is modals and verbs. So we already checked this. And tomorrow we are going to watch, I guess, 2 videos. Yes, we are going to watch this video right now just to finish the class. And I will ask you some questions about this, okay? So it says, watch the following video and answer the following questions. What is body language? Because that is something that we were studying before, right? What is body language? Number 2, what is a good recommendation when you are applying for your job? What is a good recommendation according to body language, right? And what is something that you will take, that you will make you stop hiring someone? Let's say you are a boss and you won't hire someone if this person do that. This is a short video. Este es un video corto. I don't expect to be that very long. So let's listen to it. Let's listen what is a body language, okay? It's just 3 minutes, okay?
You walk into a job interview. Count slowly to 7. In that amount of time, you will have been evaluated and major decisions will have been made about your credibility, confidence, and competence. I'm Carol Kinsey-Goman, author of The Nonverbal Advantage: Secrets and Science of Body Language at Work. According to research at New York University, you've got just 7 seconds to make a lasting first impression. Obviously, you won't impress anyone by what you say in 7 short seconds. In fact, it's all about what you don't say, your body language. Here are 7 powerful ways to make a positive first impression at your next job interview. First, adjust your attitude. Don't wait until you enter the interview room to warm up. Before you walk through the door, think about the situation and make a conscious choice about the attitude you want to embody. Attitudes that attract people include friendly, happy, approachable, and curious. Stand tall. Project confidence and credibility by standing up straight, pulling your shoulders back, and holding your head high. Just by assuming this physical position, you'll begin to feel sure of yourself. Smile. A smile is an invitation, a sign of welcome. It says, I'm friendly and approachable. In fact, research shows that if you smile at someone, it activates the reward center in that person's brain. Make eye contact. Looking at someone's eyes transmits energy and indicates interest and openness. Look into the interviewer's eyes long enough to notice what color they are. With this one simple technique, you will dramatically increase your likability factor. Raise your eyebrows. Open your eyes slightly more than normal to simulate the eyebrow flash that's the universal signal of recognition and acknowledgement. Lean in slightly. Leaning forward shows you're engaged and interested. We naturally lean toward people and things we like or agree with, but be respectful of the other person's space. Shake hands. This is the quickest and most effective way to establish rapport. Research shows it takes an average of 3 hours of continuous interaction to develop the same level of rapport that you can get with a single handshake. Make sure to hold the other person's hand a few seconds longer than you're naturally inclined to do. This conveys additional sincerity. Every interview is an opportunity to increase your skill at making a positive first impression. You've got just 7 seconds, but if you handle it well, 7 seconds are all you need.
Okay, perfect. So this video was about body language, right? What do you think about body language? What is it? Like, it's the way that we communicate, right? When we are not talking, right? Or actually when we are talking, right? And do you think that these recommendations are true? Do you think that they are not true? Are they useful for you? What do you think about the video? Is this true? It's true? It's true?
I think, yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true. So, for example, like to stand tall and to raise your eyebrows and like the eye contact. You notice that, for example, if you're a boss, you notice that in a person, right? That's true.
Yeah.
That's useful. Okay, very good. And let's see, Jose Ramirez, what is something that you will make you stop hiring someone?
First, I have to smile. And shake your hands.
Shake your hands. And what is something that you will say, oh no, this person, I won't hire this person because this person did this, right? And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. What is something that you will say no?
I don't know, teacher.
You don't know. Okay, probably. I believe that these recommendations about the body language is true. Yes, because we use body language to communicate. But also we need to understand that a lot of people have different personalities, right? So probably someone is really shy or someone is really quiet or is not very social or outgoing, but probably is a very good person to work, is very reliable, or is a good co-worker. Probably, we don't know, right? So we need to take that into account also. So it can be true, but nobody not all the people will behave in the same way. Nobody will be outgoing, right? Some people will be shy, some people will be. So we need to take into account that. And I thought that it was a really interesting video, even though I guess that it's true, but at the same time, we need to take into account other things. Okay, so tomorrow I will see you. We are going to have this little homework. Remember, we are going to read something that we would like to change for next year, 2023, right? So it's going to be a good year, right? A lot of possibilities for next year. No COVID probably. So we are going to read this. I will send you the screenshot to the group. And if you don't have any question, we are going to stop the class right now, okay? Yes.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Where we can get this is study book.
Where can you
Yes.
get it? Where can you get it?
Yes.
Well, it depends, right? I don't know if some academies are selling it. It's a good book, it's a good choice. That's what we use for these classes, but I don't know where you can find it actually. But some academies, they do sell it.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
need to investigate a little bit more. I'm sorry, but yes. Okay, another question, somebody else?
Teacher, I want to know the next week is the last week of the course. No.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. You see,
Oh, okay.
we finished the classes. I guess that on Dia de los Difuntos is November 2nd, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Dia de los Difuntos, no classes. So we're going to have classes on Friday. Okay, sorry for you if you have plans on Friday. So Tuesday, Dia de los Difuntos, no classes, but Friday will be the last day, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any other question? No more questions? Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. Please try to practice your English with this homework and have a nice night. Thank you for your commitment and I will see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice night. Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.